Using questions to establish motivation. Discovering motivation starts with asking the necessary questions. Many acting coaches teach a variation of legendary Russian actor and director Konstantin Stanislavski's questions for character development. I've adapted them to serve your needs so you can use them to prepare for any pitch meeting, job interview, speech, or even first date. What do I want? If you're giving a speech and you don't have a strong objective, what's the point of being there? You're not there just to have a pleasant conversation. What is so important to accomplish that you must take the stage, so to speak, in order to accomplish it? Why do I want it? You must always have a strong reason for pursuing your objective. And when I say strong, I mean it is something you must accomplish at all costs, a save-the-world kind of motivation. What will happen if I don't get it now? The stakes should always be high. Otherwise, so what? The consequences of failing to achieve your objective need to be too terrible to do anything but achieve your objective. Ambivalence is never interesting, cool, or compelling. What happens if I do get it now? For you, the rewards must be so compelling that you're willing to do whatever it takes to achieve your objective. For the audience, the rewards must be so compelling that they're willing to change the way they see the world, to say yes to you, to think what you want them to think or do what you want them to do. What can I do to get what I want? This question leads you into the crucial distinction between knowing how to play the line and how to say the line. We'll explore this further later in the book, but keep in mind the infinite ways there are to say and present the same words depending on your goals and circumstances. You need to work out how you are trying to affect the other person with what you are saying. And so it is with speech making, deal making, and dating. What must I overcome? You must have an inner and outer obstacle. The outer obstacle gives the resistance, usually another person, company, industry, or social pressure, to attaining your goal. The inner obstacle is your own mental conflict. In speech-making, the resistance in the audience creates conflict. We can't impose our perspective in a speech. Asking people to change the way they see the world can feel confrontational to them. It's a lot to ask in a short period of time. You need to overcome that resistance to reach your objective. The same is true in sales. The buyer often pushes back, offering great resistance. His objections are the obstacles you need to overcome. The same is often true during a job interview. The interviewer may have objections to hiring you that you need to overcome. Save energy and sharpen focus. Another benefit of knowing why you do it, you simplify your actions and make fewer wrong turns. You can map out how your performance carries out your motivation to achieve your objective. Having specific objectives and clear motivation means you know what you should not do, so you don't waste mental or physical energy. When we're doing too much at the office, in relationships, or on stage, it comes in part from not knowing what we want and where we're going. One of my business partners, Matthew Kimberly, often says that feeling overwhelmed is not necessarily a function of having too much to do, but rather not knowing what to do next. By identifying one super objective for a performance or critical situation and mapping your plan to reach that super objective, you are freed from much of the fear or anger or other emotional baggage that can be churned up in these situations. The above questions will help you prepare for the spotlight. You'll know your objective and you'll be deeply connected to your motivation. You'll go after what you want with calm, focused, and steady abandon. And guess what? You'll achieve your goals.